tomorrow, 8 women singer-songwriters will hit the stage at the Unity of Valley here in Eugene. So to kick off Women's History Month, you can enjoy all types of music ranging from jazz, R&B, indie, gospel, Americana, folk, and blues. And joining us live in the studio today is Kristen Grainger. She's a writer, active artist, and the voice of Americana string band Kristen and True North.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
And we're so happy to have you here in the KZI9 studios today. So thank you for taking time out of your day to join us here.
Always like to be in Eugene. Thank you.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you. You are from the Pacific Northwest, correct?
I am. I've lived here. I've lived in Oregon for 25 years or so.
And to get straight to it, this is a concert that's happening. It's in person, as we saw, but this all started kind of as a result of the pandemic, right?
Well, it happened during the pandemic for sure. We had kind of a slow takeoff because of that. But what happened was Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away, and 3 of us reached out to each other in our isolation saying, what can we do to commemorate this amazing life? And we realized we couldn't gather because the pandemic precluded that. So we put together this YouTube channel and we asked every songwriter we could think of to write a song about a woman who inspired her and then to make a video of it. And we created a YouTube channel and posted and we got 70 videos or something. But it's because it's during the pandemic, they're all iPhone on a music stand kind of videos, but wonderful songs about all kinds of different women that inspired them. Not just moms and daughters and grandmothers and things, but also, you know, Amanda Gorman and Ruth Bader Ginsburg and Governor Kate Brown and Aretha Franklin. So all kinds of people.
And some big names that you mentioned there. One of the other big names, and to go to the name of this, She's Speaking Live. Now, this is based off a very important person right now.
That's right.
Kamala Harris, the vice president.
That's right. So when she was still in election mode in 2020, we all watched the vice presidential debates, and we loved it whenever her opponent would come in over the top or interrupt her, she would say, "I'm speaking." And we loved her cool head and her calm power, so we named the project after her.
Well, that is awesome. It's always great, especially, you know, seeing her get into power. You go 2020, great moment for the country overall.
That's right.
You've also got 8 artists, and I've got them here. You got Arietta Wood, if I mispronounce any of these, correct me. Bree Gregg, Kristen Grainger, yourself, LaRonda Steele, Beth Wood, Liz Chibucos?
Chibucos, yes.
Chibucos, okay. Naomi LaViolette?
LaViolette.
LaViolette, yes. And Lisa Mann. Now, my question is, how did you all connect?
Well, so in the music realm, especially in Oregon, a lot of women singer-songwriters connect because we find that through collaboration we have greater ability to book shows, to travel safely. There's a lot of networking. We also collaborate to create events like She's Speaking Live. So those are basically 8 of the finest Oregon women songwriters there are.
Well, that's awesome to have all of these different women performing, and they're all performing different genres from what I was looking into. And can you explain? I mean, that seems like there's going to be something for everyone at this point.
So the great thing about this show is, well, so you think about why do we listen to music? We listen to music because of how it makes us feel, right?
Right.
So when you go to this show and you're going to hear original songs written by these songwriters, performed by these songwriters, and you're going to leave feeling wonderful. And that's what we want. We want you to remember how music makes you feel and the songs and the stories and the voices of these women that we're bringing for Women's History Month.
And in just reading even more into this is not just about you guys, it's about helping other women in the industry.
Well, that's right. So a lot of people aren't aware because there's these amazing megastars like Taylor Swift and Beyonce and Brandi Carlile, Dolly Parton. And if you scratch the surface of that, you'll see that the statistics aren't very good for women artists. It's a male-dominated industry. 1 in 5 songwriters is a woman, and the ratio of male producers to women producers, think about this, the producer decides what your song is going to sound like, right? The ratio is 30-to-1 men to women. But the most alarming is the study that showed the algorithms that inform streaming platforms like Spotify prefer male voices to women's voices 70% of the time. So you could go 7 to 8 songs before you hear a woman's voice. And we think that's a tragedy because all of these great songs are being kept from the public. So, well, John Mayer may be out waiting for the world to change. We are not. We are bringing you those songs now in real time, and we want to change the world, you know, one song, one town, one show at a time.
Right, and we're seeing a lot of women really start to take over. We've seen it in sports, are getting more involved. We've seen women as referees, sideline reporters, in music as well. So it's great to see that. I mean, one of the most powerful women, if not the most powerful woman, like you mentioned, is Taylor Swift. But this is for those other artists still getting into this. So one last question before I let you go here. You got 6 shows planned all the way up the Pacific Northwest. That's through April. What else? What's next for you guys?
Well, so all of us are in our own bands. All of us are in our own bands pursuing our own, schedule of concerts and things, but we all pause our touring and recording to come together for Women's History Month. And we actually have an April show because that's the soonest we could get booked into Portland. But then we vanish into the night and go pursue our own touring and recording. But hopefully next year, we went from 1 show to 4 shows to now 7 shows. Hopefully next year, the world. We have to limit our scope to the planet Earth, but that's the goal.
All right, Kristen. Well, it's been a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you so much
you.
for joining us here on
My
KZ99 News at
pleasure.
midday. And if you want to go to these concerts, it's tomorrow, Friday, March 1st, 7:30 at the Unity of Valley in Eugene. You can get your tickets online at www.shespeakingsongs.com/events. I got that right there on the screen for you. And now let's go ahead and check in with our Storm Tracker 9 meteorologist, Cameron Landfield, to see what's coming up in your forecast, because it has been raining.